filed a wrongful dismissal lawsuit against the producers. And won.
Good news, eh, Duncan?
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're looking at some of the most unexpected revelations and sudden surprises in Total Drama. There will be major spoilers ahead.
Doesn't he look good?
He looks great. I'm so happy. For you. Happy for you.
Number 10. The Malevolent One. Total Drama All-Stars.
The Malevolent One! He's coming!
When we first meet Mike in Revenge of the Island, we also meet his alternate personalities, Chester, Svetlana, Vito, and Manitoba Smith. However, near the start of All Stars, we learn that Mike has a fifth personality buried deep in his mind, the Malevolent One, aka Mal.
Now that I'm in control, I'll torment these peons a little. But first, I have to sound like Mike.
He's conniving, manipulative, and ruthless, and he even had Mike in juvie at one point. Mike had him locked away in his subconscious for years, but Mal was accidentally set free following a nasty head injury, and wasted no time causing mayhem for the other campers while scheming to take over Mike's life.
Wow, Cam! You may just have a point. Ow! Whoa!
If it wasn't for the latter's determination, who knows what might have happened. Number 9. Heather's Downfall. Total Drama Island. As the show's first Queen of Mean, Heather dominated Season 1 and made it all the way to the final 3. Karma caught up to her eventually, but no one saw the how coming.
Get out your rule book and do your rule-checking thing!
During the I Triple Dog Dare You challenge, she's dared to have her head shaved off. She doesn't actually accept, but accidentally gets her hair removed anyway. And due to a technicality, she is also eliminated.
He shaved my head!
True, but you didn't actually accept the dare. If you had, you'd still be bald, but at least you'd be in the game.
Being disqualified by a freak accident is bad enough, but she remains completely bald the following season, and her hair takes a while to fully grow back. Karma takes no prisoners on this show.
Do you think that it's fun being the one that everyone hates? Look at me! I don't even have any hair!
Number 8. Sierra's Mistake. Total Drama World Tour. It may have been a poorly constructed death trap, but the Total Drama Jumbo Jet stayed mostly in one piece during most of Total Drama World Tour. However, during an elimination ceremony, everything changes.
And the last vote goes to...
Wait, we've all been through a lot together, so I think we should do one last thing before anybody gets the boot.
Sierra surprises everyone with a cake for Cody's birthday. Unfortunately, the sparklers on it accidentally ignite a puddle of spilled oil, causing the enormous plane to explode. Thankfully, everyone survives, but Sierra's sweet gesture costs her the game. The sudden explosion is a shock to our systems, for sure, and we feel for poor Sierra. Still, seeing Chris broken up by the loss of his jet almost makes it all worth it.
It will still be called Total Drama
Number 7. You're busted, McLean. Total Drama Revenge of the Island. Outside of a few occasions where someone gets revenge, Chris McLean never faces any long-term consequences for his misdeeds. For example, in Season 4, he dumps toxic waste on Camp Wawanokwa, creating an environmental disaster.
Chemical badges? Why do we need to measure our exposure to toxic waste?
No reason, except that I rented the mine out to store hazardous material.
It seems like he's going to get off scot-free as per usual. However, at the end of the season, Chris's luck finally runs out. He's quarantined, forcibly scrubbed, and thrown in jail by the government.
You're busted, McLean!
For what?
Creating an environmental disaster, that's what!
Seeing Chris pay for his crimes is both unexpected and extremely satisfying. Unfortunately, it doesn't last. He's subsequently released to host All Stars, and his incarceration arguably makes him even worse. Not that anyone can tell the difference.
After my involuntary year-long vacation, I really need to be in a familiar environment, surrounded by the people I love. To hurt.
Number 6. The End of Camp Wawanokwa. Total Drama All Stars. All Stars has just wrapped up, and Chris is already preparing for another season, but not before one last nasty surprise.
Done! They're so happy that they want to go straight into a new season with an all-new cast!
It turns out that Chef used a hydraulic drill to dig the moats for the challenge. However, this causes the island to start sinking. After an intense dramatic montage, the mighty Camp Wawanakwa is swallowed up. Chris polluting the island was already despicable, but he then allowed it to be completely destroyed too?
We should do this again sometime.
No! Well, that's it for our very first All-Star season.
It's eerie to see the show's most iconic location reduced to ruins, but at least Camp Wawanakwa is later miraculously resurrected for the revival. Don't ask us how Chris pulled it off, but let's pray he doesn't blow his second chance.
Don't fret, your phones will be safe at the bottom of this lake.
Number 5. A new prize. Total Drama Island. Season 1 has finally ended and the campers are celebrating one last time before they can finally go home. Or so they think. In a twist, Chris offers them a chance to win $1 million if they can find the case hidden on the island.
You're telling us that we all have a chance to win $1 million?
Yep. What do you say, Owen? Will you settle for 100 G's?
They spend all day trying to snag the prize, only to lose it in the end. But 14 of them get an even bigger surprise afterward. They'll be competing for the million again in Season 2.
You all officially tied, which means that you will all have another shot at winning the $1 million.
A second season was inevitable. However, you can feel the contestants' shock when Chris drops the bombshell, knowing that they have to put up with the insanity all over again.
He just say Season 2? No way. I am not coming back here.
Number 4. The truth behind Pokatu Island. Total Drama, Pokatu Island. Following Wawanakwa's sinking, Chris hosts the next season somewhere brand new, Pokatu Island. However, the campers notice something isn't quite right about the place.
What's a Chinese mulberry bush doing in this part of the world?
There's weird phenomena, including robotic animals, strangely out-of-place flora, and even disappearing waterfalls. Eventually, during a freak accident, Chris admits that Pokatu is actually largely artificial.
Fine. The island's mostly artificial. Yes! Gasp! And we're having some technical difficulties, okay?
The island's structure, plants, animals, and even weather are controlled by an underground facility. And there's an army of robot Chris clones. We're just as horrified as you are.
This is worse than the time my uncle built a robot army by taping photos of his face to donkeys wrapped in tinfoil.
As unexpected as this revelation is, it makes sense that the host would use a fake island given his track record. Number 3. And the winner is Total Drama Island. It's the last challenge and the finalists are Julia, Caleb and Wayne.
Wayne is back in the race!
Caleb? Hurry!
Come on, Wayner, come on!
You heard that right, somehow Wayne, one half of the Hockey Bros and one of the most unlikely competitors, made it all the way to the end. While most of the campers are rooting for him, Caleb and Julia are more determined. But right as it seems one of them is about to win, Wayne makes a crash landing on the finish line, earning the crown as Total Drama's newest champion. Absolutely no one in the show or the fandom expected him of all people to triumph like this. It just goes to show what happens when you underestimate the underdog.
You survived fights with attack dogs, mascots, and an outhouse. And now you are the winner of Total Drama Island and $1 million.
Number 2. The unexpected return. Total Drama Action. Originally, only 14 contestants qualified for Season 2. However, during the Bank Heist Movie Challenge, Duncan and the rest of the cast get a nasty surprise. Courtney.
Anything else I can do for you today? Duncan?
It turns out the former CIT filed a lawsuit against the show and won, and the producers were forced to allow her back into the competition. But there's a bigger catch. She's competing against her boyfriend, Duncan.
So, this means the Killer Grips wins second prize.
What's second prize?
Courtney! For the rest of the game.
This goes about as well as you'd expect. It may seem unfair that Courtney sued her way back into the game, but it turned things upside down. and she ended up dominating until the penultimate challenge.
Courtney, since Beth and Duncan both voted for you, it's time for your ride home. Owen, I'll deal with you in a moment.
What? Duncan voted for me?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Harold's Revenge, Total Drama Island. Harold has enough of Duncan's harassment and gets back at him in a major way.
You guys think you're so funny. Let's see how you like it when someone messes with your love life.
Z's Leg, Total Drama Island. Z is the first contestant with a prosthetic limb, and how we find out catches us off guard.
Oh, it was a great leg. Probably my favorite. All right!
Is Z a robot?
Is there a reason you never told us one of your legs was a prosthetic?
Caleb makes a deal with Julia. Total Drama Island. It's done behind Priya's back, and she takes it as well as expected.
Fine. In exchange for immunity, I, Caleb, agree to vote however Julia wants for the rest of the season.
Figured with video evidence, there's no way he's gonna risk going back on his word.
The Real Scarlet. Total Drama, Poketoo Island. It turns out she's a maniacal mastermind.
I am not your sidekick!
Scarlet, you look different.
This is the real me.
Unexpected Love. Total Drama Island. Which is more shocking, that Ripper likes Axel or that Axel doesn't kill him?
Oh, that is an image that'll haunt my dreams!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Love Triangle. Total Drama World Tour. For the longest time, everyone assumes that there's something between Gwen and Duncan. The two insist they're just friends, but after Duncan quits in Season 3, we see hints that Gwen may have feelings for the brooding bad boy.
You do want to see him, don't you?
Of course. A lot. But that doesn't explain why Gwen saw him.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all.
When he's dragged back into the game, we get the shock of our lives as we see the duo kiss in the confessional. We're left stunned by this revelation, as are most of the contestants.
I saw Duncan and Gwen kiss! Oh!
What?
Oh, that's a load off!
Courtney, for her part, feels stabbed in the back by her friend and boyfriend. Even if there were signs, seeing the hookup come true threw fans for a loop, creating one of the most divisive animated love triangles.
I'll be happy to lend you one of ours, since we'll have all of them.
Hey!
What was that?
What was what?
What Total Drama twist caught you by surprise? Let us know in the comments.
Well, that was the shortest season ever. Good luck, guys. I'm out.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.